All right, Mason Woods. Let's put the Alabama sports, the college sports away real quick for the day, and let's move into our next topic. We are going to be joined by Jasper Reid. Jasper Reid of New Era Wrestling is coming on to explain himself. To give his side of the story. I was at Anniversary on June 7th, so I got to see the show. Mason, you weren't there, so here's what I saw from my ringside seat. And ringside, we're 5-6 feet away. You're not far. Really, really good seats. DNR is challenging the modern day Kings. You remember Ace Haven and his partner are challenging the modern day Kings for the tag team titles. They bring out three guys. They bring out their crew, but they come out there with Win Brantley as well. The playmaker. Remember, he was wrestling Action Mike Jackson at the show you were at.
Yes.
Doing Mike Jackson hit him with the old school and hit him with the roll up. 2 or 3 shows ago. So Win Brantley's come out there, and I'm like, what are you doing out there? Well, earlier in the show, DNR helped Win Brantley beat Joe Wood. And so I guess it was like quid pro quo, whatever. And so they're out there, and distraction this, distraction that. One of the modern day Kings gets hit with brass knuckles and ends up 1, 2, 3. You're looking at the lights, and maybe DNR is the new champions. Well, Kamish comes out and says, "Oh, I saw what you did," that sort of deal. I saw what happened. They restarted the match, and I was like, "All right, that's exactly what should have happened." I'm a sitting ringside seat, objective observer. They restart the match, and to me, I mean, Ace Haven, they've got the valet, Amy Haven. Jasper Reid plants her a big old smooch, right on the lips, and well, that sets Ace Haven way overboard. Ace Haven grabs the brass knuckles and beat the ever living dog mess out of Jasper. Got themselves disqualified. That's the ultimate. That's the
seems
ultimate
like a valid
answer.
reason to maybe do that.
Right. Got themselves so they lose on a disqualification, but they keep the titles. You can't lose the title on a DQ or count out. That's the way that goes. And so now I'm ready to find out what in the world Jasper Reid and DNR is going to do at New Era Wrestling, the Star Spangled Bash. So the Star Spangled Bash is shaping up to be a pretty nice little card. We're going to be there July 12th, right there in Jasper, Alabama. We already have the Openweight Championship. You've got the previous masked man, the irredeemable Aiden Andrews, is going to be taking on the Alpha Alexander Lincoln for that Openweight Championship. You've watched Aiden Andrews on a few matches with Justin McKenzie, and he won a brutal fatal 4-way. It was great. He was the last man, and he was hitting stomp, and getting a big old pin. So he won it, and then came out and attacked Lincoln. We had Lincoln on last week to talk about that, so we know that that's going to be on the card. We have seen on the social media machines, where are we at? The brother Azrael is taking on Larry D. Now, I haven't seen Larry D in action. So that'll be the next New Era wrestler that I will be introduced to on July 12th. But your boy, I'll be doing the special guest ring announcing because Chloe Wade, our friend Tom Canterbury's daughter, is going to be handling some other business. So she's going to be out, and they've asked me to do the ring announcing. So I'm ready to find out what DNR is going to be doing at the Star Spangled Bash. We're going to see if they're going to go back for the tag team titles or event. Look, to me, if I were in charge, I'd say you guys need to re-earn a title spot after all the shenanigans pulled. But we need to take a step back, take a deep breath, be objective, and really give the other side a chance to explain themselves. So that's what we're going to do right here with Jasper Reid. You see Jasper Reid, oh my gosh, he's right there with the face mask. Man,
yeah, why are you laughing?
How bad? Oh, because I'm laughing because it was such a bad beating. I'm sorry. How bad was it in the hospital or at the local medical facility after Ace Haven attacked you?
They had to operate. I have a fractured skull. They had to do some very quick surgery when I got there. I had to have some facial reconstruction stuff done.
Now, do you feel at all like this attack was maybe justified?
No. What?
I mean,
what-
given the report I just heard, it sounds like you may have initiated it a little bit.
No, Amy Haven initiated it. This has been an ongoing thing with me and
okay.
Amy. Okay, you guys
Yeah,
obviously didn't hear.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Right. This
you
is the education
like
that
you
we
said-
need. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So, like you said, you were a few feet away, right? And you can't hear everything that's said in the ring, okay?
Sure.
And you can see the way she looks at me though. And so when I'm sitting there, I'm about to win my title back. Okay, I have the belts. Okay, she gets involved and she says, "Reid, baby, you please don't do this. Please don't do this." And I'm trying my best to keep my composure. And she's very distracting. I don't know if you've seen her.
She's an
So,
attractive
and
lady.
I just got caught up in the moment. That's what happened, and I lost sight of what I was after, which was the tag titles.
Oh my gosh. So I did not hear that part. I apologize. I didn't hear that part. I was caught up in the moment. I was rah. The referee was, let's be honest with you, a little bit losing control of the match. So we were rah-rahing with the referee to get the match back under control, research, get everybody back to the ring, one man in, one man out, everybody else out. So you're right. I was a little bit distracted with that. Are you insinuating that Amy Haven has eyes for you?
Yeah, she's been in my been the running thing here. She's been in my DMs for a long time. I don't know if you so the show before I had to yet again show everyone. I was trying to explain that to Ace. We had to sit down with Ace, but he has such an anger problem. You can't talk to him. I've tried to explain to him, and he just fights. He's a fighter, and I'm a lover. What can I say?
Well, Mason, I tend to end up siding with the lovers over the fighters.
I am being swayed in this argument here.
Oh gosh. So, okay, Jasper. All right. How has the pain been after facial reconstruction been? What have you been doing? Major ice, or have you, been in hiding, or really, what has been the cost to you in your personal life after this attack and after the surgeries that were required?
Truthfully, I think there are 3 people in New Era Wrestling that are probably the most attractive. Okay, it's Amy Haven first off, Jasper Reid, and then Aiden Andrews. You were talking about him earlier. He's a very attractive man. Anyways,
And those red pants.
yes, the red pants look nice. But now after all that, I'm scared to show my face, man. People are calling me a homewrecker. All kinds of things on top of having to go through facial reconstructive surgery. I mean, I'm just trying to do the right thing here. Me and Ace, I haven't been in the business long, but I wanted to help him. Okay, but clear heads will not prevail in this one. I don't think.
Is there, I'm trying to be on your side. Do you have any, is there any way we could prove this ongoing, relationship, maybe back and forth between you and Amy here? Are there any receipts to maybe back this up that you could, present to clear the situation up?
Right now, no, I don't have it on hand. And I kind of want to keep it like under the sheets. I don't want to air out Ace's dirty laundry like that.
Sure.
So I'm trying.
I mean, he
trying
did
to have a
attack you
conversation.
though.
Yeah, he did. But I want to keep it cordial. I'm going to try to be the bigger man.
That's
about
very
all
noble of
this,
you.
We. I mean, hey, Joe, you said it yourself. We won last month. I mean, I know I was here last week, and you were throwing around a few different things. Cheated this, cheated that, whatever.
So we should ask you. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
My question is, why did you bring you brought the brass knuckles to the ring, right? I mean, they fell out of your pocket, and that's what ended up being the catalyst, or being what Ace put on his hands and went to town. So, had you not had the brass knuckles, you might have avoided some of this pain.
Well, Joe, I didn't bring the brass knuckles. When Brantley brought the brass knuckles, he's the playmaker. Okay, he came up with this idea, and me and Win have been friends since he started coming to New Era. We go back, and I see we have a lot in common. Win, Brantley, Sam, and I, and that's part of the reason we decided to help Win with his match against Joe. Is because Win Brantley we're what do they say? We're cut from the same cloth. We're all the same. Me and Win actually trained at the same wrestling school too. So we have some we have some similar paths to get into wrestling.
Has that caused any tension? Because if that was Win Brantley's brass knuckles, I mean, I might be getting on to my buddy.
No. We had a plan from the start. If things went awry, it was a backup plan. And truthfully, we would have got away from it if it wasn't for James Phillips. We would have gotten away with it.
I mean, they were on their way to the back with the tag team titles. Their hands were raised, and James Phillips says, "No. I saw something different. Let's restart the match." So let's get into this relationship with Win Brantley here. Is it going to be deeper than just, okay, we helped you beat Joe Wood, you helped us you helped us beat the modern day Kings, but we didn't get our titles? Is that where this relationship is going to end? Or really, I mean, that would sour my relationship with my friend if he helped me win, but I didn't get the titles. So you tell me, where do things stand with the playmaker?
Win Brantley, truthfully, I think he has proven himself enough, and we have talked in the back enough to realize that he is a crucial part of our team. So I think that he would make a great addition to DNR, and we've been talking, okay? DNR it was a great name. I came up with it myself. It's Dotson and Reed, and then there was also, do not resuscitate, because the fake crowd used to love us, okay? And then I don't know what's happened lately. For some reason they think we're the bad guys now. I don't know what's happening. There's a lot of gray area there. Either way, yet again, I have struck inspiration. Okay, this is our name now. We are the Draw. It's me, Samuel Dotson, Jasper Reid, and Win Brantley, because we're what everybody paid to see.
I like it. So we're rebranding DNR as the Draw to bring in Win the playmaker Brantley.
Yes, sir. It's worth it. He's worth it. You were talking about 5-star recruits earlier. I was listening, and I'll tell you what, Win Brantley is a 5-star recruit. He's the playmaker for a reason.
I like it. So Win Brantley is being added to the team as the Draw. Now, Jasper, you just mentioned that the crowd turned on you. And so we use a voicemail line on this show. And I actually have usually our voicemail lines are football centric, basketball centric, but I have a voicemail. And when I was reading the transcript, I realized, this is just for you. So let's hear it. This is 205-462-7340, extension 800. If you want to leave a voicemail. And wow, this voicemail came straight for Jasper Reid.
Up, guys, and what is up, Mr. Jasper Reid? Oh, Mr. Jasper Reid, you finally get your big break, and you get to come on the Joe Gaither Show and tell everybody what's up. I don't know. I think only Joe knows this, but me and Jasper Reid over here go way back. I met him in 2017. I think this dude's a goofball, I tell you what. Well, at least he was a goofball. Now he's he turned heel in the little new era wrestling scene. But there's a little story. One time we were eating Chick-fil-A, and we both got a chicken sandwich and fries and a little drink. So as y'all know, I'm a really skinny boy. Reid, a little thicker than me, but Reid's not big. He's an athlete. I tell you, Mr. Jasper Reid's a machine. So I went to look down at my sandwich to take a bite. I get done with my first bite, and I look up, and Reid has, stuffed the entire dang sandwich in his mouth. And I was like, dude, slow down. What are you doing? And he takes a sip of his drink, swallows the whole sandwich. I look down to take another bite of my sandwich, and I look up, and he's basically got every single fry in his mouth. And he was done with his meal in 30 seconds. And I'm like, what? Reid, what? He's like, dude, I eat like this all the time. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. And ever since then, I knew that Reid was going to do something with his life that involved something. I don't know, but he could be a speed eater if he wasn't doing new era wrestling, I tell you that much. Also, Reid, what you doing messing with Chloe? I thought you liked Latinas. I specifically remember you liking Latinas way back when. I don't know what happened to you, buddy, but you need to simmer down just a little bit, okay? Or I'm going to have to come in there and do something about it. I tell you what. All right, Jasper Reid. I love you, buddy. I know you're going to do great things in new era wrestling and beyond. I'm glad you finally got your big break on the Joe Gaither Show. Hope y'all have a good one. Roll Tide.
Jasper?
Yep. Yep. We went to school together a long time ago. Yep. Let's just say I can talk, and I can eat. So, yep.
All right, we love that. We appreciate Dax on the voicemail line hollering at us and trying to poke fun, or I don't know. I guess he's upset that are you really heels? I thought. You just said you weren't in the wrong.
Perception's different for everybody. You perceive one thing, I perceive something else. I think, quite frankly, we're the greatest team to ever come through New Era. But that has nothing to do with our acts or anything. You know what I mean? So.
Well, let's get into what you're doing on July 12th at the Star Spangled Bash. So we see you carried off, and obviously we can see the mask there. So, but first obvious question is, are you going to be medically cleared to participate, to compete, to get your retribution?
Luckily, on July 12th, I will be cleared. I just will have to wear this protective mask. I had it cleared with the board, everything. Had to talk to James Phillips. We're all good. He's got my doctor's note, all that stuff. So we're all clear on the mask. So I will be there to compete.
All right. And so what is going to be the plan? Is the draw going to put two guys together and try to win those tag team titles back, or is there going to be something a little bit different in store for the new team, the draw?
So we have actually been in the talks, and we would like to challenge Modern Day Kings to a match. We have somebody else who we've been conversing with, and we're going to give it a shot. So we want to do a 4-on-4 elimination match, okay? But I want to add a stipulation to this match, okay? If we win, Amy Haven will manage me.
Ooh. Okay, that's a great stipulation for you. Do they get anything if they win?
If they want to come up with a stipulation, we can put something else on the line. It's entirely up to them. I'll leave the ball in their court. They can put any stipulation up they would like.
Okay, wow. Any stipulation they would like in exchange for Amy Haven's managerial services. You've got Win Brantley, and y'all going to make up the draw. You're adding a mystery fourth man?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, and who do we think? I mean, we've seen the Modern Day Kings. Who do we think that they're going to maybe tap in to help out? I mean, it's okay if we don't know because they don't have any friends, but who might they add to their group?
Well, considering Win Brantley currently is feuding with Mike Jackson, like you said, and quite frankly, he was going to beat Mike Jackson at the last show, but Mike didn't even show up. Mike was scared. I mean, to be fair, did you see Win? He was sitting on the weight bench. Like, that's intimidating. I mean, Mike Jackson's the older guy. He obviously has not seen a weight room in a while. But he's definitely seen a spray tanning room for sure. But that's besides the point. I think Mike Jackson's a possibility. I mean, there's a few people that I know, Ace and Cam are good friends with. There's a few. There's a lot actually.
So we might see Joe Wood as well as because that's my immediate thought is after y'all might have screwed Joe Wood out of a victory last show. It sounds to me like Modern Day Kings, Action, Mike Jackson, and Joe Wood.
There's definitely a possibility of that. I don't know. Joe's a pretty busy guy. I don't know if he's gonna be there, but he might be. And quite frankly, I mean, what would Joe Wood help? He's kind of a loser anyways. Win Brantley already beat him once. I mean, so what would it take to do it again? Not much.
Wow. No, I'll just be honest with you, Jasper. I'm kind of a fan of Joe's. Joe's stick together, and he's a lot bigger than I am. So I saw him lose, but just I saw him lose under undue circumstances. Are you sure you want to be poking that bear? Hello, we back? Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. I think that this plug was scratched out a little bit. Okay, ooh, that's fun. I apologize to the listeners.
Am I back?
You're back. I will cut that out of the real audio.
Okay.
So, 3, 2, 1,
sorry.
And are you sure?
I get a little fired. I get a little fired in a little movie. I'll probably
too hot.
Not the wire. Where were we? Oh, Joe Wood. So Joe Wood has the second best mustache in New Era Wrestling. I will
behind yours.
Yes, exactly. We're on the same page. And Win Brantley, he's been known. He's actually been put on the record to have one of the best beards in professional wrestling.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well,
and Samuel Dodson. I mean, we can't forget about Sam there. Okay, Sam is a second generation wrestler. That's the reason he started going by Dodson. His brother did this for a long time before he started. So,
well, I got to be honest with you. I might think that Dodson's the better looking member of the DNR crew, and now the new crew. Oh gosh, I lost it. I just had it. Trios. The draw.
mm-hmm.
I think Samuel Dodson
remember it,
might
write
be.
it down.
I'm writing it down right now. The draw. The draw is the new name for the trio of Win Brantley, Samuel Dodson, and Jasper Reid. I kind of, not to be disrespectful, I think Samuel Dodson might be your best looking member.
Well, Joe, quite frankly, first off, make sure you get the name right. Your announcing goes July 12th, and not to be disrespectful or anything. I know I'm on your show, but if you mess it up there, you're on my show. So
I'm a little concerned stepping inside the ropes with you. Continue.
Secondly, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Quite frankly, probably after my facial reconstruction surgery, there's probably an argument to be made. Quite frankly, because truthfully, I'm scared to take off the mask.
What's under there? Is it black and blue?
I don't want to know. I haven't looked myself in the mirror.
Wow. Jasper Reid wrestling July 12th with the draw, challenging Modern Day Kings to a Survivor Series type elimination match to procure the services of Amy Haven. All right, if you're a gambling man, Jasper Reid, because I like to place a wager here or two. What are the odds that y'all come away victorious?
100%.
Then we walked right into that one.
Okay, last month, who picked up the victory versus Win and Joe? If Joe is the partner, who picked up the victory?
Win did win the match.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Can we get here's the next question. Can we get an official that's competent?
Well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? But obviously, Ethan was working very diligently last show. He reffed every match. He's probably lightheaded, probably starstruck. There's been on occasion where I've had to console him mid match, and I've definitely hugged him a few times just to make sure he's okay. We check on him pretty regularly. Okay, so to answer your question, who won the match between DNR and Modern Day Kings? Who won that match?
The book says DNR.
Yes, it does. Exactly. So by those standards, you guys are you look at sports every day. If something like that happens, what do you think is going to happen the next time around?
Right. You combine the teams into the draw. You add a buddy. Oh man, I think the odds are stacked against.
I don't know. We talk about trap games a lot in this industry. You sound awfully confident here going into this. Is this maybe a trap game spot? Are you overlooking your opponent maybe?
No. Now that we're all together, we have a perfect plan. Okay. We got the playmaker, we've got Samuel Dodson, and we've got Jasper Reid. We all mesh together to form the best tag team ever in professional wrestling, and that's just the way it is. I mean, we complement each other well. We pick up where the other ones fall off, and quite frankly, there's not much fall off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely, not one to the other. The draw it's the perfect draw. What are the chances we can keep Brass Knuckles? Can we get Win Brantley to leave his brass knuckles behind and just trust his playmaking ability?
It just depends. We haven't really discussed strategy yet. We're kind of just feeling it out at the moment. Trying to we were trying to get something set up with our fourth man here. But he's definitely working on some plays. He's writing some stuff up now as we speak. So we've got some stuff planned. I don't know. I can't say Brass Knuckles won't be in the equation because at this point, I mean, do you see my face? He did this to me. Do we not agree it was a little overkill? I hit him once, maybe like once, twice, 3 times. But I believe it was 900 times, 90 times. It was a lot. Joe was there.
It was just one kiss. I mean, I thought it was a disrespect. I mean, now that you've respun it, Amy kissed you. I see it in different light. Maybe he should be upset with his valet instead of you. And it was just, you got him the one time. It was 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, 10, 11, 20, all the way to a broken face. Jasper Reid.
I did not wake up until Sunday afternoon.
Oh, in the local medical facility?
Yes.
Hopefully Wynn Brantley and Samuel Dotson were there to help you, through that.
I don't know if you saw the way they carried me to the back. I surely hope they were not anywhere close to the roof when they did the surgery on me.
They struggled carrying to the back.
I will say, Wynn comes with the plays, but you can tell who the mind is. The brains are of the operation here. So
it's you, of course. Jasper, let's wrap it up by letting you really just say whatever you want to say to the Modern Day Kings or to the New Era Wrestling audience. We will leave you the last word because we're going to be there July 12th to see the new team, the Draw, take on the Modern Day Kings if they can find two more teammates in an elimination-style match. It's going to be the Star Spangled Bash, New Era Wrestling, Jasper, Alabama, Swan Gym, 7:30. We'll have tickets available. Links are going to be everywhere in all of our bios. You already know the Openweight Championship is going to be contested between the irredeemable Aiden Andrews and the Alpha Alexander Lincoln. We're going to have a big old match with Brother Azrael. He's going to be taking on Larry D. And now we have a challenge thrown down by the Draw. Two Modern Day Kings. We'll leave you the last word, Jasper Reid.
Yep. July 12th, we're going to be there. Joe's going to be there. Joe Gaither's going to be there. He's going to be announcing. I'm going to take great pleasure and pride in him having to announce all of us out to the ring. I'm going to really enjoy that. And he's going to be completely respectful and a lot kinder than he was today, hopefully. Yep. And then Modern Day Kings will make their long entrance. So just be ready for that, Joe. They take forever to come out. And so you'll be in there with us for a while, waiting on them. But yeah, the open title on the line, Aiden and Lincoln. I'm really excited to see that. I'm a big Aiden Andrews fan, obviously. Like I said, if it wasn't for Amy, I may have my eyes elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? But and then they have that's a match of big sweaty men. I mean, that's Brother Azrael and Larry D. Those are big sweaty men, and that's gonna be for lack of a better term, that's gonna be a whole lot of man in there. I mean. That's going to be a hard-hitting match for sure. And then our match, obviously, we're coming out on top. I mean, that's all there is to say about it. I don't want to go anymore. We talked enough about the modern day bums. I mean, we can just keep going.
He's Jasper Reid. You're going to see him on July 12th at the Star Spangled Bash. He's told you 100% chance of victory, so go ahead and place your wagers now. Sucker your friends at the show. You take them to the show and say, oh, don't you think the Modern Kings will win? Sucker your friends into an easy bet as the new team, the Draw, is going to be victorious up there in Jasper, Alabama. Jasper, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely. That's Jasper Reid joining us on the Joe Gaither Show on BamaCentral. We appreciate Dax leaving us a voicemail for his friend. And we hope to see you guys. I'm going to be announcing. I will try to do it as professionally as possible. The last idea that I had, Mason, was to say, oh, everybody stand up, take your hats off, hands over your hearts. We're going to do the national anthem. And then just to start, oh, Canada.
You should do the whole thing in an accent that you're really not proficient in and just not mention it to anybody. Try to throw an Australian accent out there.
That would be horrible. That'd be horrific. I don't think I could keep it going. No, I'm going to try to play straight man as possible. I will sing the national anthem. I will not take a knee while doing it. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm super excited. I'm like doing backflips in my mind. I'm just hoping that none of the wrestlers attack me because I'm not prepared. The last time that I wrestled, I was a junior in high school. So not really prepared to get involved in the action, but very, very prepared to jump on the microphone and say, New Era Wrestling.
You gonna wear a tux?
I don't have a tux, but I am going to wear. I'm going to be dressed pretty nice. I'm going to be dressed fairly nice. I've got a haircut scheduled. That's why the hat is on.
Me looking like Bruce Buffer out there.
Dude, we're gonna try. We're gonna try our best, and that's all anybody can ask for. We tried our best on the show today. We hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a little bit random, a lot of it random. We're gonna cut that little static out. So if you didn't hear that static because you're listening on playback, we love you, and if you did, we appreciate you battling right on.